Hey, what's up everyone? Koban456 here today, presenting you all another news update on Sonic Boom for the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS. But before we actually do get into the news for today, I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to my good friend Matt, the owner of Tails channel. If you all don't know who he is, he's also another Sonic tuber on YouTube that posts a lot of Sonic related news and videos. And just a couple of weeks ago, me and him had an interview with Stephen Frost, one of the people who is working on Sonic Boom from Big Red Button, and we got to ask him some questions about the upcoming game, find out some new info about Sonic Boom. And if you all want to go check out that interview and check out Matt's channel, make sure to go into the description below, check out his channel there, and if you like his content, make sure to go subscribe and enjoy the interview. But anyway, now that that little shout out right there is over with, now we are going to go ahead and get into the news for today. And the news, it's not really any ginormous news at all, but it's a little bit of, info that we didn't really know too much about before, so it's good to hear finally. But now, it has been confirmed that Sonic Boom is going to support split-screen multiplayer gameplay. We never knew exactly how the multiplayer was going to work because we knew that there were going to be like up to, I believe, 4 players that could play in the game. But we didn't know if it was going to be like the Super Mario 3D World style to where you can see all the characters on screen so that it didn't need to be split screen, or if it was actually going to be split screen. But now we have confirmation that it is, possible for the game to actually use split screen, and it's going to be one screen on the gamepad, one screen on the TV. And I don't know how it's going to work with the 4-player, like if it's going to be, three perspectives on the TV and 1 perspective on the gamepad, or if it's going to be 2 perspectives on the TV or 2 on the gamepad. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we do know that it's going to support split-screen gameplay. And we have no idea exactly what mode it's going to support, because apparently the team confirmed as well that there's going to be some optional 4-player modes that are going to be accessible from the hub areas, but either way, like they said, we'll never be alone in the game, even in single player. So there's still going to be the option to play multiplayer in the main game. So that's pretty cool to hear. Now we know that the game does support split screen co-op, and one screen's going to be on the gamepad, one's going to be on the TV. And that's the thing, they actually went into detail about the engine for the game. As we all know, this game's running on CryEngine 3, the engine that's used for most first-person shooter games like Crysis and stuff like that. But they said that this is an enhanced version to where it can actually support split-screen gameplay, because that was something that, the original engine from, Crytek could not support. So they upgraded it, and now it can support split-screen gaming, which is pretty cool. And then we got some info from Official Nintendo Magazine, as they got to actually play a build of the game, and talked about how the game seemed inspired off Sonic Adventure and Sonic Heroes, as, this game has more exploration to it, with the characters as well. There are like a ton of characters that you can play with, and you have to switch between the characters so that you can actually progress through, certain missions in the game. As Sonic is more of the athletic, all-rounded character, he's the most balanced. Knuckles is strongest, obviously. Tails is the one who uses his gadgets to assist people and figure out puzzles and whatnot. And Amy destroys pretty much everything in her pathway with her hammer. So it's kind of cool that we got to hear, this about it, how it seems similar to, I guess, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Heroes with the characters, and how each character has, their certain strengths and weaknesses. But I gotta say, I was actually kind of surprised to hear that about Sonic, because I thought that they were going to say Sonic is just the person who's all about speed. I didn't actually think he'd be an all-rounded character. I thought he was going to probably be like, probably a little bit stronger than Tails, but he'd be more emphasis on speed than anything else. But he's actually pretty balanced, so that's kind of cool to hear. Also, 2 more things. We got to hear that this game is actually going to act as a prequel to the upcoming TV show of Sonic Boom. So I guess that means that we probably won't be seeing the TV show of Sonic Boom until Sonic Boom actually releases on console and handheld. So pretty sure that Sonic Boom is going to be coming out sometime later around the fall, like maybe October, November, something like that. So we probably won't be seeing the cartoon show on Cartoon Network until the games come out, since it is supposed to be, kind of like a sequel to the story in Sonic Boom for the video game. And then, not only that, got to hear something that was really, really interesting This was what really caught my eye, because it's like, holy crap. You know, we had already, you know, seen Sonic Lost World and all that stuff, and we saw that a ton of people were, you know, comparing that to Sonic Extreme. Well, turns out that Chris Sen is going to be the lead level designer for Sonic Boom. Now, if you don't know who Chris Sen is, he is the person who is behind Sonic Extreme, which is the 3D Saturn game that was canceled a long time ago for you know, the Sega Saturn, as it was going to be the Sonic game that would appear on the system, but they canceled it and then later released Sonic Adventure for I was about to say Nintendo Dreamcast, but for Sega Dreamcast. So he's actually going to be working on the level design in this game, so we should be seeing some pretty interesting stuff. Like, we've never actually seen, I don't think he's ever worked on another game before in the past. So this is going to be, this is basically going to be, I guess, like the new Sonic Extreme or something, I don't know. But it's kind of cool to actually hear that he's working on this game, and I'm now really interested to see what the level design is going to be like. But anyway, that wraps up for this news update. Just a few small things, but I thought I'd go ahead and do a small update about it. But if y'all did enjoy this video and want me to keep on doing more news updates on my channel, make sure to go ahead and keep on hitting that like button. It really helps out a ton. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think about the split screen gameplay. Should the main game have it to where the camera is a bit more like Super Mario 3D World, to where it kind of zooms out, but it's still one entire screen for all 4 characters? Or if it should be split screen, to where, you know, each person can kind of venture off and do their own thing, you know, wherever they want to in the open world environments. And then let me know what you all think about you know, Chris Sen's working on the game, you know, as he worked on Sonic Extreme before. So are you excited to see what he has up his sleeves for this game? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all again for watching. See you all, have a good day. Peace, Cobonermites!